Okay, so this is going to be a quick review video on the Lowrance HDS Touch series units. This is a Gen 2 HDS9. They have a 7-inch, 9-inch, 12-inch units, and they also have Gen 3 units, which are very similar, so this will apply to those as well. Just going to go through some of the features I like on these units and how easy they are to operate. I'll show you all of that. So a couple things on the unit just before we get into it. It has a dual card slot there for Navionics or CMAP charts. Built-in GPS antenna, and it's full touch screen. It also has a few quick keys here, like your power key, your waypoint key, zoom in, zoom out, and your pages key, just for ease of use. So I'll just accept the warning, and I'm going to take you to the home screen. I've already set this unit up kind of the way I like it, but just to go through the features, you'll basically see what you got here when you get one of these. So you get your time and your depth on this home screen here, your main pages that you can select, and then your custom pages down here. And if you have more than the ones that are selected, you'll just be able to scroll down through that menu. If you want to add a page, you just go to this button here, and then just basically drag over whatever it is you'd like on that screen. You can come up here and then adjust those to different splits depending on what you're going to be doing and how you like to have those viewed. And when you're done that, it'll bring you right to that screen. So on this side of the home screen, we have our menu options. The quick access stuff like your waypoints, routes, and trails is right there, your alarms, and then stuff you're going to access not as often, is hidden down a little bit further below as you scroll down. So they've made it really nice and easy to get to the stuff you need to get to. This settings menu here, that's where all the main settings that you can do in the unit. You can set all that up in there. There's quite a few languages in this unit, as you can see. And then just your other settings, what system you want to have it run on. There's a satellite status screen here to see how your GPS is performing. In your advanced menu, you can turn on and off certain features. You can customize the unit however you like. So if you have radar, you can turn that on. If you're using the serious weather, you can have that. If you have an autopilot, you can turn that on, and then it'll give you all those controls right on the unit. You have all your units of measure, and these display screens, these MFDs, they can do quite a bit, as you can see. Your networking, NEMA 2000 and Ethernet is on this. So on my NEMA 2000, I can do send and receive waypoints. You can also do that through Ethernet. And then you can see everything on this network. So I have an HDS Gen 3 up on the bow, the HDS9, as well as a 0.1 GPS antenna. It does have wireless control. You do need to have a wireless module. It's called a Wi-Fi 1. And that will then allow you to connect wirelessly to a phone or tablet to control the unit, as well as a internet hotspot to do software upgrades. If you have a fuel sensor through NEMA 2000, you can load all that information in here, the size of your tank, etc., and it'll give you those calculations. Navigation menu, your cross-track limits and alarms, that's all found in here. And then your chart setup, just about everything you want to have on your chart you can find in there. So as far as the operation of the unit goes, on your pages, you have your menu, which will come down the side. So in this case, I'm on my structure scan, so everything pertaining to structure scan is in the menu, and that's signified by the orange box around this page. If I tap the screen to my GPS, which is now the active window, I have all my GPS options in here. I can go in and change from 2D to 3D on my chart, or make other chart settings in there. Same thing, I come over here and now my Sonar menu shows up, and you can either swipe this away or set the unit up to auto hide those after, I believe, about 10 seconds. So the units are very easy to use. The menu in them is extremely simple. There's really not a whole lot to them. Changing pages is as simple as using the pages key if you like, and you can see the little window scrolling through there, or you can just come to that screen and tap the page you like. So you got your zoom in and zoom out key, which are much easier than using your soft keys on the screen. You got a waypoint key here, so if we want to quick save a waypoint, we can do that. tons of icons for your waypoints. And the other nice thing about these too is within each icon, you can come over here and change the color of it. So in this case, this green weed, I can change the color to signify different things. So this could be, you know, a milfoil bed out deep. This one here could be matted weeds up shallow. You know, just signify all those different things. And then you can come in and change the icons. The other thing we can do with our waypoints, oops, let's hide that. Come in here and name them. Naming a waypoint is extremely easy. Just like that, and we're done with the touchscreen. It's extremely simple. Through your power button here, you have access to a lot of functions. You can get quick access to the settings menu I showed you there. You can change it into night mode. You can hide the overlay data if you have data overlay on your screen. You can lock the touch screen. You can edit your overlay in here. You can adjust the brightness for night running. And then you can also put it in standby here just to shut the unit down so it's not draining your batteries when you're not using it, but it'll still be running. So quick press of the power button will bring it right back. So on your Sonar, the auto is very good. You can run that in manual if you like. Personally, that's the way I like to run it. You have your auto sensitivity here. You can bias it, plus or minus the auto. So in this case, I'm auto plus 12, which is obviously quite high. Right about there is where I like to run it. So you have that ability to run it in automatic mode, but bias it how you prefer to see it on the screen. These units have a lot of ports on the back. We have NEMA 2000, we have 2 Ethernet ports, we have power data for our NEMA 183, a structure scan, and a traditional Lowrance blue connector transducer, which will run your 83 and 200 kilohertz. You can also pop off this bezel here, and it'll expose 4 screw holes in each corner to allow you to flush mount the unit into the dash. Otherwise it comes with the gimbal mount and knobs. So that's a quick review video of the Lowrance HDS Touch series. If you have any other questions or would like more information, just comment below and don't forget to subscribe.